Sample Sounds here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against my friend Celestia. As you may remember from my second video, she was a team that I was testing for quality and whatnot, but yeah, this time it's actually a fairly decent battle. Her team is a little bit better, actually a lot better, but yeah, so my team still the same. This was a earlier battle I had with her. Yeah. So I mean, obviously I don't have a new team just yet. I'm still getting my team together. Sorry about the shaking. I have, oh god, it's a little out of focus, but whatever. I still have my team getting set up. It's EV'd, it's almost trained all the way. I can't get it to fully focus. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Yeah, yesterday was my birthday. I was gonna bring you a pretty good, awesome video where I actually fully analyzed this team, but I actually haven't gotten it all together yet. So hopefully that'll come eventually, and I'm sure it'll be awesome. Yeah. So anyway, on to my team. It's still the same. Support Klefki, Soft Sand, Stealth Rockings, Tyrantrum, Specs and Wyvern, Salt Vest, Togekiss, Mega Heracross, and Scarf Chandelure. Alrighty, let's look at Celestia's team. She has a Zebstrika, and that's pretty awesome right there to start off. Also has a Houndoom, which may or may not be the Mega, an Espeon, which is pretty awesome, and I actually asked her to breed me a Eevee, so I actually have an Espeon now, so it's pretty awesome. Also, she has a Kingdra, which can be fairly threatening, a Garchomp, which may or may not be the Mega, and a not Heracross, that's my Mega. And then she has Aerodactyl, which may or may not be the Mega, and I don't remember which one it is, so we'll find out later on in the battle. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Alrighty, so like I said, it's against my friend Celestia, and she starts off with Aerodactyl, as I started off with Klefki, which is my normal lead off, unless I'm predicting something to happen. And yeah, I just start off by setting up a Reflect, which is pretty good for me. As she goes for an Earthquake, which is not going to do much because it's unstab, and I Reflect, and I'm fully defensive, and all that crap, jazz. So yeah, I mean, it did a total of 35 damage after leftovers, and the Aerodactyl gets paralyzed. So yeah, I'm looking good here. And then she goes for Thunderfang. I don't know what she was hoping for, maybe predicting me to switch out. I don't know. But anyway, I go for some Spikes afterwards, because, I mean, Aerodactyl, even Mega Aerodactyl, can't do anything to a Klefki, so yeah, why do I have to worry about this? Yeah, so still setting up some Spikes. Aerodactyl gets paralyzed for the second turn in a row. Yeah, still looking pretty good here. There's my third layer of Spikes, and third paralyzation for Aerodactyl. I think at this turn I'm going to set up my light screen, and then the next turn I set up Reflect. Or do I just, no, I set up light screen and then completely ignore the fact that my Reflect wears off, and I get hit with an Iron Head, which is not going to do much because it's unstab and I'm fully defensive, and it's a neutral attack. So, whatever. There's a Reflect again, so I'm looking good again. Got both of my screens up for 5 turns, and she has Fly. Obviously she doesn't have a competitive Aerodactyl. I'm actually going to eventually make a competitive Aerodactyl and hopefully figure out how to breed on all the moves that it needs. But yeah, Tyrantrum takes that like a boss, and I just go for Crunch. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't set up Stealth Rocks. Whatever. But Earthquake doesn't do much. And she just withdraws, wanting to save her Aerodactyl, I guess, and goes into Espeon. I think that's why I went for Crunch earlier, because I figured that thing would come in. And I go for Crunch now. And we were Skyping throughout this battle, and I told her, you realize that your Aerodactyl wouldn't have gotten paralyzed, there wouldn't be spikes, right, if you'd sent that out? But, oh well. I've got the spikes up, and Aerodactyl's paralyzed, and Tyrantrum dies right here, I believe. Or do I survive? No, I die. Alright. So that's the end of Tyrantrum. Yeah. So far, I mean, I don't really have anything to worry from this thing, because Noivern's fast. Faster than a Kingdra anyway, and takes it out with a Specs Draco. So that looks pretty good for me. I think the score's like 5-3 now, I think. But she sends out her Garchomp, I think goes for the Mega Evolution, and yeah, that's good for you. She's still going to take a Specs Draco, which is actually a neutral Draco Meteor, because -2 and Specs cancel each other out, I believe, so that's the end of Garchomp. Even with the added bulk that Garchomp gets, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, next out is Aerodactyl, and I figured, I'm just going to stay in and go for another Draco. And hopefully take out the Aerodactyl. I mean, it's at very low health. I'm at -4, which is -2 with Specs, but... And that does not take out the Aerodactyl. Oh, yes, it does. Never mind. I forget that special attack, defense, or whatever, lowers before. And, yeah. Anyway, out comes her Houndoom, and I switch out my Noivern for my Klefki, hopefully to sacrifice it. I don't know. I didn't realize that she'd go for a Sludge Bomb, so I mean I avoid that because I'm immune. And for some reason I go for Reflect over Light Screen, so I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I kind of die for it. To a crit Flamethrower, which did not matter. Yeah. Anyway, I bring out my Noivern again and just drop a Draco. That's what Noivern does, drops Dracos everywhere. It's kind of fun. And yeah, that's the end of Houndoom. Is that our last Pokemon? I don't think, no, Zebstrike is still around. I figured I'm going to sacrifice my Noivern, I believe, and just go for a Draco, and I miss. Which kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter because she goes for a Return instead of something else. I don't know why, but whatever. Now I drop this neutral Draco on her, and the Zebstrika does not die, so... Yeah, and then she decides to Toxic me. I don't know why. I mean... yeah, so I've got a Poison Noivern against a very weak Zebstrika, which is going to die to this Draco, and that's all good. This is actually the last turn of the battle, so I mean, obviously most of my friends are not that great at competitive Wi-Fi battling. I mean, I didn't even use my Chandelure, Heracross, or Togekiss, so I mean, that was a 4-0. I mean, what else am I supposed to say there? But that's the end of this battle. I just wanted to bring something, and hopefully later on this week or possibly next week I'll have my team analysis video up and running. I'm actually getting all that stuff together, and it should be interesting. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing for that. Be looking forward to that. And be looking forward to my next Wi-Fi battle. Be looking forward to my new team, hopefully within the next week or two. And yeah, until later, Well, actually, first of all, if you like this battle, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. And if you like me and want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. It's all your choice. And until later, peace out.